Simon from simonwoods.com. It's Pink Fizz Day here. Got 3 of them, and 2 different countries, 2 different sets of styles of grape varieties, but the 2 do not coincide. First one is odd one out grape style, because this is the one that's not made from the Champagne grape varieties. It's made from Cabernet Franc, and it's from the Loire Valley. It's Langlois Brut Rosé Crémant de Loire, 100% Cabernet Franc. And they make quite a bit of fizz in the Loire Valley. Some of it from Cabernet Franc, some of it from Chenin Blanc. So Sparkling Vouvray would be Chenin Blanc. But Crémant de Loire, I think, comes in different colours. So you've got white and pink, and there's probably even a bit of red in there. The white would be made from Chenin Blanc. The red would be made from Cabernet Franc and a few other grape varieties. Okay, let's give it a whirl. But let's not give it too much of a whirl. It's got that dirty cardboardy, I'm corked smell, so let's move rapidly on. Sorry, Langlois, nothing you can do about that, not your fault, it's your cork manufacturers. Southridge, so we're into the ones made from the Champagne grape varieties now, but it's not from Champagne, this one, it is from across the channel. Becomes because we're on Southridge, and it's from the Ridgeview winery, and Southridge is the label that the Laithwaites use for basically the wine. I think from Ridgeview, it's just known as Ridgeview Merit, but it's 2008 and made from the Champagne grape varieties. I don't know the proportions. Does it say anything on the back? No, it does not. Anyway, give it a whirl. Now that smells better. It smells soft, sherbety, strawberry, fresh strawberries. There's a bit of appley character coming through there. Feels like it's going to be fresh and early summery. There's this, juicy strawberries, ripe apples. Very nice. Toffee, it's got these, as I say, the early summer flavours. Strawberries, a bit of raspberries in there, and almost a creamy texture as well. It's very nice. It's funny. It's got this crisp backbone, but it's got a soft texture. Nice combination. Nice fruit. Very tasty. And I think I might have another swallow of this. Yum yum. Let's see whether the Champagne can better it. We are on Ayala Rosé Majeur Brut, non-vintage, so I'm not sure it will be exactly the same proportions of grape varieties, but these are head-to-head competition. It's about, I don't know, 80 kilometres difference, or no, 80 miles difference between the Champagne vineyards and the South Downs where Ridgeview are. Now this isn't quite as exuberant as fruity. It's got some of that same toffee character, but it's also got a more laid-back nuttiness. I don't know whether the base wine is older here, but it feels like it's not quite as fresh and vibrant as the Southridge, but maybe more layers of life beyond fruit. Let's give it a whirl. Fascinating contrast with the Southridge. This one has got a bigger, richer, fuller body to it. It's not quite as lively and bracing and fruity as the Southridge, but it's maybe got a few more layers going on in the background. Maybe the Southridge is the one that you have just by itself for its an exuberant fizziness, and this one I can imagine having that with with a fishy first course if you've got smoked salmon, or even something sort of retro. A prawn cocktail with Marie Rose sauce, because it's got the body, it's got the fruit, and it's got this creamy nuttiness that will go really nicely with it. Might have another sip. Well, I like both of those. Okay, actually 2 wines to a video. It's a bit probably feel a bit short-changed. So I was going to do another one afterwards, which was only going to feature 2 wines, but I'm going to stick them in now. I've got a couple of Rieslings here because this week it's German Riesling week, and I tasted. I've done a couple of videos so far, and these have only just arrived today, so I'm going to do these. Thank you, Iris from the Wine Barn, for sending these. So we've got a Riesling Trocken from the Pfalz, and we've got a Cabinet Non-Trocken from the Mosel. And if you saw the other video, you'll see how I was talking about how to assess whether something is going to be dry or sweet. This one here has got the word Trocken on, 11.5% alcohol. This one doesn't have the word Trocken, although it's got the word Opfen on, just to confuse you, and it's 8.5% alcohol. So leaving some residual sugar in unfermented sugar, lower alcohol, higher sugar level in that one. But anyway, the first one, the Trocken. It's Bassermann Jordan 2009 Riesling Trocken. Give it a whirl. You could probably argue for doing these the other way round, but I thought I'd go from the drier to the sweeter. If I do it the other way around, I'd be going from the lighter bodied to the fuller bodied. There's no right or wrong way, just what you're comfortable with. Well, here I get young, fresh, grapefruity and other citrus fruits going on, and this earthy, stony, almost like pumice stone minerality. Smells like it's going to be bracing and fresh, but quite a bit of body to it too. Oh, these are perfect summer wines. I mean, I did 8 for the previous set of videos, and normally at the end of them I give extra bottles that I can't get through to the neighbours. I did a pretty good job of trying to get through the 8 bottles, and okay, I did have help from other members of the family and friends, but I lingered rather too long over some of them, shall we say, and I want to linger long over that one. It's got this, yes, it's this lovely pithiness. It's like a steely backbone that's going through it, but round it, it's got this core of flesh. So quite, yes, it's got the citrus flavours, but it's also got some plumper edges as well. Bit of peach, maybe a bit of pear in there, and this the spine is acidity, but also this mineral character that is pretty terrific. So I'm going to have another swig. Okay, number 2. This is the St. Urbanshof Offenbockstein Cabinet. And it's from one of the first growth vineyards, so you can tell that it's got the 1 and the 6. I think they're supposed to be grapes. Well, it's a year younger, and it's got, yeah, you probably can't see the bottle, but it's got bubbles rising to the top as a sign that there's still some carbon dioxide left in the wine. No, it's not fermenting or anything like that. It's been bottled with that bit of CO2 in there to keep it fresh. And so when I stick my nose in, I smell a wine that is really work in progress. I get this edge of sulfur dioxide, that thing that sort of sometimes takes people's breath away. But beyond that, you get this juicy liveliness. And I mean, people talk about this, say, oh, is this a sweet wine or a dry wine? And you can honestly say it's an off-dry wine. It's not the sort of thing. It's too dry for puddings. It's too sweet for. Actually, it's not too sweet, because the weird thing about this is, yes, it is 8.5% alcohol, leaving quite a bit of residual sugar. But I don't think it's going to come across as a sweet wine. It's going to come across as well, a fruity wine. It doesn't do it justice, the word fruity, but hey. Oh, it's got this lovely grippy lime, lemon, grapefruit. Make it sound like flat lilt. I suppose you could think of it as flat lilt. Lilt was always, as a youngster growing up, lilt was always one of my favourite fizzy drinks. And I like that zestiness. I like that freshness. And the sweetness just comes across to round out those the acidity that lemons and limes have. And what you're left with is just this lovely, harmonious entity that makes you want to think, I'd like to go and watch a village cricket match and sit down with a picnic hamper and a bottle of that, and providing it was well chilled, and just have a lovely, lovely afternoon sipping, watching the scoring, and it's dainty, dainty wines. No one else in the world makes wines quite like that. And yeah, I see the Germans moving. I can't remember. It's like 2/3 of Riesling now in Germany is a dry wine, and 1/3 is the sweet ones. And fashions move, and I'm sure a few years from now there might be a few more dry ones, or maybe there's a few more sweet ones. Hopefully they never lose this style, because no one else in the world does it, and Germany in general does it so well. So please keep going at it, Germany. And for all of you watching German Riesling Week, there's still 5 days left as we speak. So go out in there, buy lots of it, drink lots of it, and spread the word. And spread the word about English fizz and champagne as well. Both of those were terrific. Shame about the Langlois, but 4 out of 5 ain't bad. See you soon.